Produce Stakes field as the McCall trained filly goes in. My Fury is right. They're all set for the sires. For a start racing. Diamond Blue began very quickly, and so did Heavenly Waters. From the inside, Awesome Rival, Jump Well, Far Too Strong's going to contest for the lead as well. From Be Optimistic. Now, Leeward got back on the inside. Export Man about midfield, the favourite when they settle down. And around the outside, Featherweight's going to press on. Trapped out wide. No wider, though, than K-Mo, who's out there near the middle of the track. Being followed further back by Be Optimistic. 3 deep going around the outside of Liwa, who's got a tendency to pull. A length away behind them, My Fury sitting 3 wide. Export Man got right back on the inside of I Can See Clearer. They're being followed further back in the field now as they work down the side. Green and Shady, and then came Extorio, and Hoyan is amongst the last. Inside the 600 in the sires, and Heavenly Waters leads the way to the turn. Featherweight strode to second, but is working hard. Diamond Blue over on the inside, followed then by K-May. Behind them, Far Too Strong, ridden along. Back behind those then, Awesome Rival. Taking off My Fury. Leewa's got into the clear now, and Export Man looking to track her. Balancing at the 200, Heavenly Waters lets down. She leads by a length and a half to Featherweight. Leewa. Export Man taking time to build, but he's coming with a mighty run. Here comes Export Man and Hoyan. It's coming with a great finish. Hoyan right over the top of them, grabbed Export Man, and Hoyan from last. A devastating victory to win the sires produce from the favourite Export Man and Leewa. Behind them, Far Too Strong, and also I Can See Clearer. My Fury, Be Optimistic. Awesome Rival, Featherweight. Didn't quite get 1400. Diamond Blue behind those. Followed by Heavenly Waters. Further back to K-May after a torrid run. Green and Shady. And last in, Extorio. Hoyan has produced a sizzling finishing burst. Sean O'Donnell in the saddle. Goes race to race, and Hoyan drawn another terrible barrier. This time overcomes it, sitting back. O'Donnell picking his way through the field as Export Man reached the lead from Liwa. It was Hoyan. The Roy Rogers trained filly by Longmar for Craig Thompson's Mount Hallowell. There's a big change of luck in a feature for Craig, and Hoyan storms to victory to make it 3 from 6. Highly underrated filly, has been absolutely cruel by gates, including the Karrakatta, but today has worked her way through with the magic of Sean O'Donnell to get home and take out the Sires Produce Stakes for the informed Great Southern stable of Roy Rogers. Fabulous win, and beats Export Man, looming as the winner before the arrival, of course, of Hoyan. So it's an Albany Quinella. The Great Southern 2-year-olds have run 1 and 2 in the sires, and third was 7 Liwa. Pat Carberry in front of 2 Featherweight, and back there fifth home 5 Far Too Strong. 9, 1, 7 and 2, half a length by 3/4. The time is to come. 36.94 is the sectional. So a fabulous victory, and she had to do it against the barrier. Wonderful performance to do that today. This filly by Longmar, the ill-fated Longmar, and Sean O'Donnell there. Well, he had plenty in front of him, but he was angling. He found the horse to get off the back of, and that was the favourite Export Man who'd tackled Liwa, and Hoyan over the top. Wonderful win with O'Donnell aboard in the Gimcrack, and now takes out the Sires Produce Stakes. So to race 9 at 5 o'clock, the Salinger 10 Trade Thunder comes out. As we head down, this is a great change of luck in the feature races for the Thompsons this afternoon. For Craig, who put so much into thoroughbred racing, and a big thrill for him. Britt, let's go down there into the yard there with you. I know this will mean a heck of a lot, as he lost Longmar from stud. He always had high expectations, and Hoyan has delivered there for the sire today.
It was your fault.
I have Craig Thompson down here in the yard. Craig, this horse in the Gimcrack was your first Ascot winner in 3 years, and here you are, having won the sires. How does this feel?
How cool is that? No, I'm so pleased. You know, after the Karrakatta plate, I drew barrier 17. We've got barrier 15 this occasion, and I really thought she had no chance, actually.
Well, I figured it out. You drew the bad barrier for the Karrakatta and then you chuffed off down south and thought, no, I'm not going to be here on Karrakatta Plate Day. You're here today and she's won again. You may be the lucky charm.
I'm going with that, Brittany. Why wouldn't I take that? I can't believe it, honestly.
What were you thinking during the run? You're a long way back.
Well, I thought we had no chance, frankly. And then all of a sudden she's bloody got some wings and off she goes. I'm just shocked. I mean, it's right up there with Luke Sluck's win in the Karrakatta and the size produce and King Saul. I remember being in the stall up there, and there were so many people in that race day, I couldn't see anything being a short guy. The next minute everybody's gone, yay, and I saw a flash, and just like today, and she's got a head in front of the line. So beautiful.
And this one must be so special. One that you bred by a sire, Longmar, who only has limited editions running around, and this is what he's produced.
Go Longmar. You know, he, as I said before, he's actually from a blue hen mare, and nobody saw the best of him. But how lucky am I to have 5 progeny of that? I mean, how cool's that?
Look, it's crazy to think what he could have done if he was still with us, but you have to be pleased with this. She's not over big. In fact, she's quite small and just the heart of gold. Yeah, well, the size of the dog, the fight and the dog and everything else, you know. But how about Sean O'Donnell's ride? I mean, that's so cool. He sat back and I said, Donga, whatever you do, don't be last. You know, let's go a little bit more positive at the start, but he's just gone Mr. Cool, and he's the go-to man, always, Sean O'Donnell. How many times do you see him just get a lucky ride from time to time and he comes up trumps? So I actually wasn't going to run her today. I was going to send it to the paddock after the barrier, but Donga has taken 3 weeks for me, and I had to do it for him. So I've got to say, it's all about Sean O'Donnell today, and of course Roy. How glad are you that she isn't in the paddock today?
I'm pretty happy, Brittany. I've got to say that.
Oh, that is unreal. Congratulations to you. Go and enjoy this.
Thank you so much.
There's Craig Thompson. We'll let Sean O'Donnell catch up with Scott, and then we'll get a word with Roy Rogers. But Sean O'Donnell, the smile cannot be avoided. He's a very happy man.
Well, I think back in the King Sol days, or maybe the Luke's Luck days, it was Craig Williams that was taking rides, should I say, off Sean O'Donnell. Not anymore. He keeps these feature ones to himself. Donga, you said after the post-race interview in the previous, you'd have to go back and ride for luck. Well, that's exactly how you do it.
Absolutely, and it helps when you've got a little machine like her. And I ended up on the favourites back over at the half mile. I couldn't believe it. And Troy, great rider. I was just hoping he'd get through, and he did. And I just thought, oh, well, if I can get to the outside and produce her, and you know what little sprint she's got, it just goes bang, and she was too good.
You wouldn't believe it. Troy Turner was actually following Paddy Carberry as well, so it was favourites 1-2 in front of you, and once she got to the outside, she just does her own thing.
Yeah, just no luck in the Karrakatta, and we've seen what she did in the gym crack. And today, you know, fantastic. And thanks to the owners, Craig and his wife, you know, they've kept their word. They kept me on me. They looked after me when I was out, and great effort by Roy's team and himself, and means a lot. Never won the size, and it's pretty damn good.
Certainly is. Congratulations. Go and enjoy it.
Yeah, thanks, everyone. Thank you.
There's Sean O'Donnell. What a ride it was. Trainer Roy Rogers is here. Roy, you must be so proud of this little filly.
Yeah, absolutely, Britt. It's terrific for all the stable staff and for Craig to have the faith in me to start the filly. When it drew the river, he said scratch, and I left it in. I said, let's see if the field falls away, knowing it wouldn't. And we had a plan. We stuck to the plan all week, and then when we got in the mountain yard, Craig got a little bit edgy and said, go forward, and I'm always one for going forward, and I said to Sean, goes, well, what are we going to do now? I said, just stick to the plan. I'll take the rap.
And what was that plan, just to go back and take your medicine?
Just to neck her out the gates and follow Export Man, and I think that's what he got on the back of. So I said it on radio, that's what we wanted to do, and I'm just absolutely over the moon. For the owners, the horse, the staff, my wife and kids, everyone that supports us, this is why this happens, you know.
A magical performance here today by her. She's only little, we keep touching on it. There's nothing of her. Is she an easy horse to train?
Oh, beautiful, yeah. She's a little snake in the yard. Sometimes you can't catch her and she puts her ears back. But yeah, just a real little character, and yeah, so beautiful.
They're usually the ones with the best fight. Well done to you.
Thanks, Brittany.
Roy Rogers there combines with Craig Thompson and Sean O'Donnell to take out the Sire's produce with Hoi An.